Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be doing some free SP coaching, so you guys will be able to just ask some questions. Also, it's very helpful, I feel like, especially with SP, to be able to hear someone else's question or someone else's circumstance and be able to apply it to your own. And of course, with SP, like manifestation, even if you don't have an SP, it still is very, very helpful because it's talking about, everyone as you pushed out, and the world as a mirror. And I feel like that this is one of the biggest ways that we learn that lesson. Okay. So yeah, before we get started, if you're new here, I am Olivia Grace. This is this is the Master Manifestors channel. Here I talk about law of assumption, manifestation, all that good stuff. So if you're into that, I'd love to have you be a part of the channel. If you'd like to coach with me, you can. You can work with me one-on-one. And you can also join my SP group coaching that is beginning on Monday. So you have a few more days to join. The links for both are in the description, and there are payment plans for those as well. Okay? All right, now I'm super excited. Let's get this started, because even if you're just here, you're like, I'm not asking shit, I'm a lurker, you're still gonna prosper immensely. All of you are gonna prosper immensely, and you already did. Okay, so let's get started. Hello, everybody popping in. Hey, Blessing. Hey, Mocha. Hey, Manifest Me. Oh, you've been binging me the past 5 days. I love that. I know it's been prospering you. Amain, what's up? Sunlight, what? I love that. I don't know why, but like the separation of sunlight, like sun, first name sun, last name light, that's so beautiful. How to manifest new love. Okay, I'm going to start with you. Kayla, hi, beautiful. Juggling between two people. Lucky you. Hi, Arise. Hi, Manon. Hi, AW. Hi, Ashley. It's glad I'm wonderful. I'm happy to see your beautiful face, Mocha. Hi, Summer. Okay, let's start manifesting new love. All right. So in my opinion, manifesting new love is actually easier than manifesting an SP, because you get to create from scratch and you're not fighting up against what you already know. First of all, just pause. Do you guys want to see the Halloween nails? Oh, you can't really see them that good. But okay. So you're not trying to change someone. You're not fighting against what you think you know about somebody. You're literally starting completely from scratch, okay? Which works to your advantage, all right? I feel like the downside that people find that with manifesting new love is like, but I don't know that this person exists, or how do I know that this person even exists? And dude, we haven't even met probably 1% of the population of people. There's all kinds of people in the world. Okay. So your person exists, if anything. And anyway, the world is just an expression of your inner state. It's just your dream in form anyway. So if I were you, Sunlight, I would make a list. I would make a list of what I wanted in like the characteristics of the person, but also the characteristics of how you want to feel in the connection. Okay. So who are you in the connection? This is the part, because you guys, it doesn't matter if you manifest somebody that is loving you and adoring you in this, but you're still insecure, you're still going to see all their actions through that lens, and you're not going to be able to enjoy what you created for yourself. Okay. So make sure that you're also including who you are and like how you're showing up and how you feel about yourself in the relationship, how you feel about the relationship, right? How this person is, all that kind of stuff. And I would say accept it as true, right? Just accept this is what it is. It's already done. Right. So the difference for you is that you're kind of starting from a blank slate, which is, that's beneficial, I think. Juggling two people, is that a problem, Kayla? Or are you good with that? Like, how are we approaching that? I'm trying to revise this huge breakup from 3 months ago. I need this to happen ASAP. I've been revising during your challenge, but I need some advice. I keep getting triggered. Ooh, actually, you know what? Manifest with me. You just brought up something really incredible. Triggers. Wow, we haven't talked about this in a while. Okay. A lot of times when you're manifesting, you do get triggered. You do get triggered. You do find yourself maybe experiencing opposite results or the opposite story, right? And I'm not saying it has to happen. I'm just saying it can, and it doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong, okay? So being triggered is not necessarily a problem. It's how you handle that. Your trigger is information for you. So your trigger, here's something that's helpful, you guys. It says stop putting the power in the person and bring the power back to yourself. And again, what is this saying about me? What is this triggering in me? Instead of, oh my gosh, he's making me feel like this, and how do I get him to make me feel like that? What is the I am that's being lit up, right? What's the I am that's being lit up? And either way, it's okay. It's just you saying, you know what? That triggers me, or that triggered me. That's fine. You can acknowledge it. Wow, that triggered me. I didn't like that. But you know what? That's a fear from my old story. That's a fear from my old self. It actually is irrelevant to who I am now. And that's that. It doesn't matter if you still feel sad, you still feel hurt. Let that be. It's all right. It's not stopping your power. Nothing is stopping your power until you decide that. Okay? So I want to point out something else with you, Manifest with me, okay? I'm trying to revise this huge breakup from 3 months ago, and I need this to happen ASAP. Okay, that urgency, that I need it. And it's not to say that I get it. Like when something's not going your way, it's like, okay, hurry up and fix. Like, hurry up and be the way I want it to be, right? But at the same time, thank you, brown bunny. Oh my gosh, that looks so delicious. But here's the thing, y'all. Okay, let me say it from this place. I want you to think about yourself as a powerful goddess. Okay. I want you to think about yourself as a powerful goddess that has descended onto earth and is manifesting. Okay. Do you think that she's like, I need this to really happen? I really need this. No, need is not even her vocabulary. It's like, it is. Like, what do I want it to be? That's what it is. And anything else I'm seeing is a fucking lie. Feel me? Feel me? Oh my gosh, now I will fly you to France for my wedding. Hell yeah, girl, I'm prepared. Okay, I'm prepared. I will be there. I'm coming to all y'all's weddings. Oh my gosh. Okay, to me, it's when will I meet him? When implies not now, right? It implies not now. You already met them, Caleb. Am I calling you Caleb or is it Celeb? Hey, Anais. Okay. Okay. Ooh, love it. I'm trying to manifest my SP to be obsessed over me. Okay, Arise. Love this. Now, okay, what is obsession? This is a common desire in the SP community, right? I want them obsessed with me. I want them loving me. I want them all these things, right? Now, again, bringing this back to you as the reflector of that, okay? As the reflector of that. What about you, or what story would you be in, your identity would you be in of the version of you that is obsessed over, right? Even just think about it, you guys, because like, it's not even rocket science. Like, think about the women that you know that have people obsessed over them. You will notice that they have very similar qualities, right? One of them being that they're all about themselves. They're all about them. It's very rare that the pick-me girl, or the girl that's like, oh, please give me attention, or oh my God, do they like me, is the one that people are obsessed over. It's usually the one who's very confident in herself, right? Which means that she sees herself as someone of value, okay? They see themselves as, I'm valuable. You're lucky to even be in my presence, right? And that feeling of I'm valuable, you're lucky to be in my presence translates to other people seeing that, right? They also feel like their value is acknowledged, because sometimes you might think, well, I'm valuable, I'm cool, I'm good, but nobody sees it. And that's what happens, right? This person knows that everybody sees it. They know that they command respect, they command attention, okay, when they walk in a room, and they feel solid in that. When you think about commanding attention, right? Does that make you feel scared? Or does that make you feel like, duh, of course, right? Does that make you want to shrink and hide? Or does it make you want to like, fuck yeah? And that's telling you a little bit about how you really feel about what you're asking for. Are you somebody when your man is like, you look beautiful, you're like, oh, hun, no. Well, if your container can't hold you're beautiful, how's it going to hold obsession, right? All right, y'all, I'm gonna say something now. I'm telling y'all, God telling me to say this. So, but you want to be a little vain, okay? And I don't mean like, disrespecting others or stepping on others. But I mean, really, truly being obsessed with yourself. I mean, making yourself the center of your attention and pouring your energy into yourself. Okay. This is something that I'm working on myself because I'm a people person. Like, I'm a person that focuses on others, how to help people, how should I do this, how to make people happy, all of those things. But I realized that myself, I'm like, damn, myself needs some attention too. And if I gave more attention to myself, I would actually be able to help people a lot more. Right. So you starting to even just like, there's something about validating yourself. Okay. Validating yourself as I'm the shit. I'm amazing. Anybody around me is lucky to be around me, rather than babe, you didn't say I look pretty today. Oh my God. Babe. Like that's not attractive. Okay? If I came on here and I was like, guys, I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense. I don't think I'm good at this, guys. I don't know. Yeah, you'd be like, shit, I don't know if you're good at this either. It don't matter what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, those of you who have gone back into like the files, like the archives of my channel will see that I've been spitting facts since day fucking one. Okay. Day one. But the energy behind it was different. So it was perceived different. It was received different. Okay. So focus on yourself, obsess over yourself, make yourself the most important person in your life. Okay. And they will follow. All right. Okay. Good with that. How do I make it work? Okay, Kayla, I like this. I love this for you, to be honest. Like, I do. So you want to make it work where you're juggling two of them? Well, you could just assume that they're okay with it. I actually had a friend. He was a guy, but he had two girls. I wouldn't call them his girlfriends per se, but he had two girls. He was like, I'm not going to lie to them. Like, I was telling them exactly what it is. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you could do that, you know, like, and I'm not saying to tell them, I'm saying just make the assumption that it's all worked out. You know what I mean? And really, shit, I don't know. Just enjoy yourself, Kayla. You know what I mean? You don't owe neither of them anything. So unless it's your husband, like, you don't owe either of them anything. Enjoy yourself. CJ came and said, my SP is money, period. I want to manifest it today, right now. $50,000, not having to do anything to get it. I just want my SP to show up in my account during this live. Ooh, yes. I love the energy, CJ. Yes. Well, isn't it wonderful that it did? And that's really all that you're giving attention to. Isn't it wonderful that it did? Wow. How has your life changed now that you are $50,000 richer instantaneously? How does it feel for you to be someone who manifests money just like that, who commands $50,000 out of thin air just like that, like stepping into that identity, right? Oh my God, Yara, are you still here? I love you. It's been forever. Hey, Manon's boyfriend, what's up, dude? Heard a lot about you. Now my SP is in the chat. All right, Zev, you better treat Manon right, okay? Manon is a certified baddie and a goddess. How much better can it get, okay? It really can't. All right, next question. Thanks for the free XP coaching. I'm manifesting marriage with my SP. Proposal ASAP this month. He seems to be hot and cold in 3D. Should I drop the timeline or control the time? Or can I control the time? Well, you can control the time. Should you? That depends on how it's making you feel, right? In my opinion. So you can control the time, and you can at the same time drop your resistance over controlling the time, or you can drop the timeline. The thing anyway that you want to do, SJ, is go to it being done, okay? You want to go to it being done, all right? Neville talks about falling asleep with the feeling of the ring on your finger, okay? Fall asleep with the feeling of the ring on your finger. Now, here's the thing I want to say about hot and cold. Oh, they're hot and cold, hot and cold. Why? Because they're a reflection of you. Okay, so why? I'm going to explain hot and cold behavior to you right now. All right. This is what it is. You intending for something. No, he's going to be obsessed with me. Fuck that. I'm the god of my reality. He's going to be obsessed with me. Okay. Then you check 3D and they're like, oh, they brought you a single red rose, but you're like, well, I really wanted like 15 bouquets, but okay, I guess he's not quite there yet. Then that's the assumption. He's not quite there yet. And then you're looking at them like, well, why would you bring me this single red rose when you're supposed to be obsessed with me? And look at how this isn't quite matching that. And now they're cold. Well, you don't appreciate things and blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, you argue, you blow up, whatever. You go away for a minute. You're like, wait a minute, duh. Like, I should have just persisted. Like, I should have just persisted. No, he is obsessed with me. And so you're going to go back to that. And then they're going to show up in that way or, you know, however. And then you start to look and judge again based off of what they're doing. Okay. This is like one of the biggest traps in manifesting an SP. You do the inner work and then you want to confirm it with them. Don't confirm it with them. They'll confirm it with you. Continue doing the inner work until. Okay. Continue making the assumption. That's what I mean when I say inner work. Continue making the assumption of what it is now. Stop asking them. If you got to ask them, the answer probably ain't going to be what you want to hear. Look, let me say that again. If you have to ask them to confirm because you're not solid, you're not sure, the answer is probably not going to be what you want to hear. So instead of asking them and them confirming what you don't want to hear, and then you feeling like, damn, I'm 10 steps backwards now, and I gotta keep affirming and all that, just persist. You see what I'm saying? Just persist. They will make it plain to you. Okay? Okay. All right. What do you think about tarot readings for check-in on SP to see what subconscious mind is reflecting out in cards? I think that tarot readings are fine, right? I believe that they're reading your current energy. The problem that comes in with tarots is when it tells you something and you accept that as your fate, right? So I don't like, sometimes for me, I like to use tarot for clarity. When I'm not clear here and I want to know kind of more about where I'm at energetically, then I'm going to use the tarot to give me clarity about where I'm at, right? But like, if you're looking at it, well, can I do this or can I do that? If you're making a god out of the cards, right? So I think it's a balance of that. Like, if you want to read that. Now, the other thing about tarot that is not so great is that if your reading says something like, yep, they're not thinking about you at all, and you know, you should just move on. Well, now that's in the back of your mind while you're still trying to affirm and persist, when really that's just reading the energy that you're currently on. Okay. So it just depends. But at the end of the day, I say just not to let anything be final. You know what I'm saying? Let only your word be final. Derek, I love you. He says, to be able to view the page of a phenomenal goddess of a woman, that is so much more than anyone could ever ask for. And it's my pleasure to be a witness to your greatness. Jeez Louise, I love that. Thank you. Manifest with me. Thank you for your super chat, beautiful. Okay. I have decided that everything I desire with my SP is done. Marriage, living together, all the things. I understand that I'm a decider. How do I stay in that state? Keep deciding. Okay? Keep deciding. So, two things. Awareness. Awareness is how you know what you're deciding anyway. So here's how awareness plays in, is when you say, okay, I know we're married, we're living together, all the things, right? And then you start thinking, damn, my lease is up in December. And I don't know, I haven't heard from SP, or he hasn't said to move in together, or I don't know. So you know what? I probably should just look for a place on my own, right? And so then in that moment, you're deciding that it's not done, right? Now, I will say this could get a little much, but just keep an awareness of it's already done, it's already mine, okay? Keep the awareness and then decide again, depending on where you're at, okay? So, and even the thing is too, Neville talks about that it's not so much about how long you're in a state, but how frequently you return to it. So you want to just carve out time in your day to shut yourself off from what it looks like and go within to dwell in your imagination on what you want, okay? On it being done, on how wonderful it is. In fact, the holidays is a perfect time to do this, RC. Create the atmosphere of Christmas, or even create the atmosphere of New Year's, right? And see yourself toasting and cheersing with your SP in your home together. You can even hear him tell you something like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that we're finally moved in, or something, whatever, implying that you have what you want, okay? Okay. Can you speak on revising of breakups? Like, should I basically just keep saying we never broke up? Even though I moved out of the home, I really want me and my kids to move back home living in a hotel. Okay. What I would suggest with this manifest with me would be for you to re-see it. Okay. So there was a moment in time where you broke up and you moved. Go back to that moment. Go back to that conversation and re-see it. Re-see it being resolved, right? Rehear it. Even if you're like, I can't really see that good, rehear it. What was said? F you. No, F you. I'm out of here. Instead, it was like, you know what? I see what you're talking about. Y'all see that TikTok and they're like, I've calmed down a bit. Like, it went like that instead, you know? Now, something else that I suggest for you to do, which can be even more powerful, is think about like, what was the problem? You see what I'm saying? Like, was the problem like, you never listen to me, or you know, you're mean, or you know, you're too dramatic, or whatever. Like, what was the problem? And revise that. No, we've always had perfect communication. No, it's always worth it for them to work it out with me. No, they always want to choose me. No, they would never let me go. I'm never abandoned. I'm never rejected. Core beliefs as well. Okay. Now, another thing too, that's even easier manifest with me is sleep as if you're sleeping in your home. Okay. Sleep as if you're sleeping in your home. Listen to me. When I tell you circumstances do not matter, it do not matter. Fall asleep as if you're sleeping in your home. In fact, put your kids to bed. Put your kids to bed in their original rooms. Kiss them. Feel the energy of bedtime. Feel yourself creeping into your bed. See your SP there. Slide into the bed. Snuggle into your covers like, wow, it's so good to be home. And loop that. Go back. Tuck your kids in. Kiss their faces. Go back. Come into your room. Get into the bed. Snuggle in. It's so good to be home. Sleep like that tonight. Come back and tell me what's going to happen. Okay? Because I already know. Oh, when am I doing another retreat? Guys, I really want to do my the next retreat in Barbados. So I just have to get that situated. So give me a minute, okay? But I am thinking about it. I'm thinking like next spring maybe, or next summer. We'll see. Okay. My SP is a business partner. LOL. It's been a few weeks since revising their response, which I didn't like. And things haven't necessarily changed. Has it not? Has it not? Because just because you can't observe the change doesn't mean that things have not changed, right? Things like this, the thing, y'all, things is happening all the fucking time. Things can happen. Things are happening all the fucking time. Your business partner, it could be anything. He could freaking pass a TikTok that makes him be like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. I should have worked with her. And now he does. You see what I'm saying? It's actually done. It actually, really what I heard you say was that you revised it and immediately it worked and they recalled you and was like, yeah, actually we do want to be your business partner. And it was exactly what you wanted to hear, period. Okay? Okay. How do you manifest multiple people you've been trying for a few months and you haven't gotten any movement? Well, I would say a good, easy, simple way is to do an inner conversation. Just talk to them. Or not to them, or you could talk to them too. Talk to someone and tell them how, oh my God, so-and-so is like this now. And so-and-so has showed up too. And then I heard from so-and-so and wow, it's just all working out for me. And just loop that, okay? This is the thing about movement, okay, y'all? As soon as y'all talk about movement, don't feel attacked, all right? But as soon as you talk about movement, I know the consciousness that you're coming from. You're coming from 3D tells me what to do consciousness. Okay, you're telling me you're coming from, well, if 3D shows it, then I guess I can have it, or I guess it's real. Nah, it's actually real and you can have it no matter what. That just is. It is. You see what I'm saying? So what happens when you're telling me movement, what I know is that you're watching the 3D. You're watching the 3D. Where is it? I don't see it. It's not here. Oh my God. And that's the problem. Instead, Keep your mind on what you want. Keep having the inner conversation. Wow, oh my God, so-and-so, can you believe it? This person and this person and this person, all of them doing exactly what I want. Can you believe it? It's amazing. Start, what you want to do, you guys, is make your imaginal scene more real than 3D. And it's hard to do that when you keep checking and fucking touching the realness of 3D. All right? Okay. Okay. How to quiet, you have it now. So where is it? The voice that seems to always be in the back of my mind. That's a very good question. I would say the way that I look at this is an assumption, though false, if persistent, and will harden into fact, right? So I know that by claiming that I have it, that faith is the substance that is bringing the thing to me, right? So it's really about it. It really like helps with what we were just reading in the membership about fourth dimensional thinking, right? So knowing that everything is done, when we say everything is done, it doesn't mean that everything is done in front of you right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if I wanted to move, it's done. Does that mean that I'm living in a new house right now in front of, does that mean that the background is going to blur out and I'm going to be in a new house? No. But it means that the way for me to move is already done. Whatever needs to happen for me to go is already done. The version of me that is living in that house is already here because there's no time. And I know that my way to access that is by assuming that I'm her, assuming that I have it. So it's not me saying, well, I'm saying I have it, but I still live here. I know that me saying I have it and sticking to that saying is what's going to transport me there. Okay? How can I get my SP to fully prioritize me because we are together, but it's push or pull or stop or go? Okay. So again, y'all, listen to me. All right. And let me say this first. I know that it can be difficult because when we truthfully expect our partners to meet our needs. And so when they don't, we're like, what's wrong with you? Like, you should be doing these things that I want you to do, right? But a lot of times the needs that we want our partners to meet are the self-concepts that are that we are perceiving as incomplete in ourselves. So the truth is, Patricia, that you don't feel prioritized. You don't identify as prioritized. And his behavior of not prioritizing you is the effect of that. So you trying to get him to prioritize you with the cause, which is you believing that you're not prioritized, still being in place, is why you're experiencing this push and pull. Okay? Even if he started to do things, and I'm betting that you've probably gotten him to do things that you would like, that would show you that he's prioritizing you, but you still feel at the end of the day, but I'm not prioritized, or another circumstance happens where you're still not feeling prioritized. I want you to step into the identity of the one that's prioritized, that you're always prioritized, okay? And stay steady on that, not based off of when he's prioritizing you, not, look, he did this thing, so now I'm prioritized. No, I'm deciding that out of the infinity of versions of me, that I'm prioritized. I'm going to be the prioritized one. Okay? All right. Today at my workplace, I felt totally invaluable to the point of humiliation even. I was offered some extra position in management. I asked for a raise, got denied, and made to accept anyway. I don't know about that, Hannah. Because nobody can really make you accept shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I were you, Hannah, don't make it personal, okay? This is actually a really good advice, you guys. Stop making things personal. Stop making what other people do as like, oh, there's like, this means that I'm this, right? It doesn't mean that. It means that you've been believing and assuming in line with that. That's it. Even if you're not aware of quite how or what, when, where, you have been. So now what would you prefer? If I were you, Hannah, I would revise that. Okay. I would revise that. And and I'm telling you, Hannah, it might seem like, why, like what could happen? They already told me that. I'm telling you, revision is the shit. No, actually, okay. You were offered the extra position. Yeah. And they did give you the raise. They actually gave you more than that. They were like, Hannah, you are so valuable. Start there, Hannah. I'm valuable. My value is recognized. Everybody in my life recognizes my value. I'm always recognized. Take the trigger and flip it, y'all. Instead of the trigger, see, they made me feel invaluable and they did this and they humiliated me. And look, see, that means I'm not who I am. Take that and say, oh yeah, that's who I used to be. Okay. And I know I say all these things like very matter of fact, you guys, and it's okay that you might be saying them through tears. That's who I used to be. It's okay. All right. But who I am now is that my value is always recognized. My value is always recognized. I'm always acknowledged. And I always get exactly what the fuck I want. I'm telling y'all, that's a standing assumption. I always get what I want. So anything that's not looking like what I want is impossible. Okay? Yeah, you did actually. You got the raise and you loved it. You loved it. Period. All right, Carisha, what are my thoughts on Etsy witches? To be honest, y'all, I did not know that Etsy witches were a thing until I just seen a TikTok about it. Like a couple days ago too, which is funny. So I don't know about Etsy witches. I think that, like, to be honest, y'all, here's the thing about like something like that, like getting a witch to do a spell for you or something like that. Trying to think where to start. All right, first of all, just be aware that you're giving your power away in that moment, okay? And not quite giving your power away, but that you're putting your power in somebody and something else. You're saying that I feel like you have more authority over me to make this happen for me, which is not always a bad thing, right? The purpose of this channel, you guys, is to awaken you back to your God self. And as long as you keep putting power into other things, you're always going to question where the power really is and where did it really come from, okay? Now, despite that, I am also aware that there are times when we have a lot of resistance to a subject, or sometimes, like I know for me, sometimes like if you're manifesting a lot of different things, you don't, this thing that you, whatever, it may not be something that you're trying to focus on, or you might be focused on something else or whatever, wherever you're feeling like I would like some assistance with this, and that's fine. Right? So what I would say is if you're going to hire somebody to put a spell on somebody or a spell on you or do a spell for you, or I don't know, really, like, I'm assuming that's what they would do. Like, that's fine. But assume, number one, that it works. Definitely check the energy of that person. You know, be careful with that. Just be careful with people's energies in your lives. You know what I'm saying? Determining your shit. And realize that any power that comes from it is the power that came from your belief, okay? The power never leaves you. That's the most important thing. But I also recognize that there are times where we could use some support when we're like just not feeling our most powerful stuff, or maybe you got other shit going on and you can't focus and you're like, I kind of need this handled. I want somebody else to handle it, okay? My lease is up in December and I'm manifesting living together too. All right. I love that. That's funny. How do I get my tenant to pay his rent? He is in arrears for months. Okay, so let me tell you a success story about this exact thing. This was someone in my God level manifesting class who had the same thing. Her tenant paid was late. Her tenant was like 2 months behind, or was he a month or few months behind. And I want to say she said she always kind of paid late. And she just decided like, no, she doesn't. I can't remember exactly what she said, but the person ended up paying her 2 months in advance. Okay. So paid up her debt and paid 2 months in advance. So this is the thing. First of all, think about, what do you think about your tenant, Kathy? You ain't got to tell me. Probably something like they don't pay. They're always late. Broke ass motherfucker. Something along those lines, right? Can't get your shit together. Change your mind about them. Nope. No. They're doing amazing. They're doing amazing. Yeah, they always pay early. Like, I'm telling you guys, exaggerate. Go past what you want. Yeah, they pay on time. They pay early. They pay in advance. They always do. They're doing so well, looking so well. You are just, and he gonna come up to you and say, Miss Kathy, you know, I had those problems before where I wasn't really able to pay. But now I got this really, really good job and I want to pay you in advance just because you just fuck with me for so long. You just you were so patient with me. Here's some little cushion for your trouble. Change your mind about them. Okay? This is a really good question when it comes to any SP. You have to change your mind about them. You cannot believe and assume the same things about them and think that they're going to magically in their brain be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be a different person. Like, no. They're going to be what you assume them to be. Okay? All right. Brought my lady back repeatedly. Last breakup, last long time. Met someone I'm interested in. Now I'm confused. I say just intend for the best. Intend for the best outcome. And just enjoy yourself, y'all. Like, if anything, y'all, listen, life is not serious, okay? It's not serious. All these things that we stress over, it's not even like, it seemed like a big deal, but just enjoy yourself. Enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Like, have fun. And whatever is fun, just do that. How do I know which technique is best for me? Affirmations, visualization, try them. Because for me, what a good technique for me is two things. Number one, can you do it? Right? So some people, like for me, with affirmations, no lie, y'all, it's very hard for me to do like affirming like continuously as my technique because my mind is like all over the place. So like like thinking the same thing is difficult for me. So that's probably not the best technique for me to affirm out loud, right? But so can you do it? Some people say I can't visualize. So that's probably not the best technique for you, right? But can you do it and will you do it though consistently? Okay, so let's say you're like, well, I love to meditate for an hour, but are you going to meditate for an hour every single day? Then it's not feasible. You need to have something that you can do and will do consistently. So whatever that is, now when it comes to figuring that out, try them all. You could try them all in one day and see what do you like. And honestly, the thing is too, it doesn't matter, right? The technique does not matter. All that matters is the decision that you're making. And the technique is helping you to kind of stay on that decision. Okay. Let's see. What would you suggest for manifesting a person you don't know? If I'm being honest, it feels like it's taking a long time for me to manifest a new person when all my other manifestations are coming in. I would say, Namble, just persist. Like, honestly, especially if all your other manifestations are coming in, you're obviously in the receiving mode. So I think you might just be kind of just, like looking like, well, where is it? And it's not here. And why isn't it here? Da, 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 rather than it is here now, right? It is. Just persist. Persist in having it, Namble. Persist in having it, not getting it. It's done. Yes. My husband, ex, spoke negatively on my kids and he ignored it, but I feel like he should set boundaries or I will. Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean? Your husband's ex. Okay. Your husband's ex. Okay. Spoke negatively. He ignored it. I feel like set boundaries or do I ignore it or set firm boundaries? That's hard for me to answer, Abundant One, because number one, I'm not a mom. But from my perspective, to me, I'm like, set boundaries. What, are you about to go square up with her? Like, because I know how moms are about the kids. Like, I don't know about, don't go square up with her. I mean, shit, I don't know. Okay, if you want to go, let me give you the spiritual advice. Okay, I would say just revise it. Okay, revise it. Just revise that, she love the kids love her. If she's in their life, if she's not in their life, it's like kind of a non-issue. Like, I guess it depends on how present she is. And even I feel like what's bothering you too is not only her, but how your husband, how he handled it. So maybe see him going off on her, right? Revise, like, cause what's the feeling? The disrespect. Me and my kids are not protected. That's what's really beyond, beneath maybe my feelings aren't prioritized. My kids aren't prioritized, right? That's the feeling beneath the occurrence. So I would say just revise it, Abundant One. Okay. Unless you're going to square up with her. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Okay. All right. When signing up for one-on-one services, how long is the wait time? It depends. Really manifest with me. I have availability tomorrow. You would just have to email me because I think it's past the time that the link will let you do it. But the next available time would be Tuesday. So my hours are from Tuesday to Friday. It just depends on availability though. Yes, Ty. Just so y'all know, all our SPs already came back and better than ever, and we're all happily married, period. Yes. I consulted with an Etsy witch and she was super sweet. There are a few who are legit and others who aren't. She gives great results, but I agree with Liv. It's best to trust your God self. Okay, cool. I swear, y'all, I just seen a hilarious TikTok about Etsy witches. Bro, that shit was hilarious. Yeah. Yes. He just renewed his lease and I thought, oh no, he didn't. He's actually moving into our high rise for Christmas. Actually, he did. Yeah. He's already moved into your high rise for Christmas. He's like, why would I want to be anywhere away from you? Like, I'm just trying to be up under you all the time. How do I get the car dealership to approve me for the vehicle I desire without a down payment? I am like, okay, my credit is amazing. Me revising my credit. All right, RC. Let me tell you this, okay? All right. Get off the down payment part because it's literally your middle. It's not even your end. And I'm gonna tell you this. What I really want to tell you, RC, is you are coming from a poverty state of mind, okay? And hear me out, all right? Because this is on my heart to say to you. When you're thinking about getting a car and the down payment, what you're assuming is I'm not gonna have the money. Whatever the down payment was gonna be, I'm not gonna be able to pay it. And that's saying something about your financial situation. You see what I'm saying? And I know right now you might say, but it is like that. And I wouldn't and I can't. But you really, truly don't know that, RC. You don't know that, right? But if you claim that, it will be that way, okay? So don't worry about the down payment. Like, worry about the car because it don't matter. There's so many ways that your car could come to you. So many ways. Just think about it now. And I'm telling you this because I did this exactly, RC. I was working for Uber Eats, which most car dealerships won't approve you for a car with Uber Eats when you drive for Uber Eats. So I couldn't even use that for my check stubs. And I had no money because my car had been broken down. I had been spending all my money fixing my other car because it was how I was making my money to drive. And I needed a new car. I had no money, no check stubs. I was approved in and out of the dealership in 30 minutes in a car with no down payment. They didn't even ask to see my check stubs, okay? And my credit was not good. My credit had to be in like the 500s or something at that time, okay? But what did I do? All I focused on was being in the car. All I focused on was having the car. I didn't know what, when, where, how. Because to be honest, the check stubs things was wild because I've never heard of that. Even the broke down place I got the other car needed my check stubs. You know what I'm saying? The dude was literally like, oh, you're good. I don't need those. I was like, oh, really? I mean, they were fake anyways, but like, okay. So everybody, keep your mind focused on the end. Okay. Keep your mind focused on the end, on having it. What would it be like since you have it now? Look out your window, RC. Look out your window and see it in your driveway. All right? Look out your window, see it in your driveway. See your car, see the emblem of whatever the brand of the car that you want on your car keys, right? See the dashboard, see what it looks like. See your hands around the steering wheel with the emblem in the middle. Focus on all of that. And let me tell you, if you need a down payment, you'll have it. And if you don't, you won't. Like you won't need it. It doesn't matter. But what matters is, shit, if somebody want to gift you the car, you're spending your time focusing on the how and on the middle. Somebody could want to give you the whole damn car. And you worried about the down payment. That's not even really any of your business. Okay? Focus on your end. Okay, guys, it's getting literally like, it's 45 minutes. Okay. Oh, Zadia, I love you. Thank you. This is sweet. Not Libby, though. I can't. Okay. All right, guys. I'm about to go. Okay. Because, gosh, I have Oh my gosh. See, look, I had to come across Kevin. That's called delusion. Oh, how did the muggle make it here? Okay. Listen, y'all. Delusion is creative. Delusion is creative. All right. Like the version of you that has what you want right now. The version of you who did not believe that was delusional, bruh. When they invented the damn light bulb, it was delusional. When they invented a touchscreen phone without buttons, it was delusional. Everything expansive, everything limitless, everything that visionaries do are delusional to the people who are so entranced by what's conceivable and what's already done and what makes sense and what's logical and what we can see, hear, and touch. Because those people like that, people like Kevin, would have us living in the damn dark ages, still living in fucking caves. Like, well, it's delusional to think that we could do anything else or have an actual home. We live in caves right now. How could we ever have that? Don't be like Kevin, okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't care if people call it delusional. It is. You know why? Because it's giving attention to something that's beyond what is. And if you want what is, then keep giving attention to what is. See how that serves you. But if you want something beyond what is, then you're going to have to give attention to beyond what is while it still looks like what it is. And yes, in Muggle language, they call that delusional. In our language, we call it an assumption, though false if persistent and will harden into fact. All right? Anyways, like, honestly, say goodnight, Kevin. Good night, Kevin. All right, you guys, I love you guys so much. I'm intending this prospers you all immensely, and I know that it has, okay? I would love to have you guys join my SP group coaching. It's starting on Monday, so you only have a few days to join. It's going to be extremely powerful, okay? Y'all think this is powerful. This is just some little hors d'oeuvres, okay? So I love you guys. Intending it prospers you guys immensely, and I will see you guys in a video soon.